Impact position. Every golfer's dream of having a good impact position, getting that compression, getting the ball and then a divot afterwards, just seeing that ball with a nice penetrating flight. Now, impact position is no doubt a chain reaction for what's happened beforehand, so we need to make sure that the backswing and the transition into downswing is correct. If you've not watched one of my videos before, go through my playlist, you'll see there is videos of every part of the golf swing. What we're trying to achieve in the impact position is feeling, more importantly, that we've moved the low point of the arc in front of the golf ball. So the low point of the arc is just basically the bottom of the golfing circle. So at the moment, with my pressure being 50-50, the low point of the arc is going to be the center of my stance. If I'm moving my weight into my trail side, then the low point of the arc is going to be before the golf ball, and the same goes if I move my pressure and weight into my lead foot, then the low point goes in front of the golf ball. Ideally, we want to feel that from a 50-50 position at the address position, I shift slightly more pressure into my trail side of the backswing, and then I want to feel a big push into my lead side and feel that I get to impact where I've probably got 75% of my pressure on my lead side, moving the low point in front of the golf ball to therefore encourage me to get that ball divot strike. A couple of ideas that you can do to try to achieve this position. I like a visual drill. And it doesn't have to be tape, but tape, a leaf, a tee, anything. Just put that in front of the golf ball. Now, as a visual, you're not ultimately trying to hit the golf ball. Try to take your attention away from the golf ball and try to feel that you are hitting whatever you put in front of the golf ball. So for me, I'm going to try and hit the tape away to get that feeling that I'm hitting down the golf ball and getting that sort of low point in front. And I need to feel that my pressure, as much as I'm rotating through the golf ball, that my pressure is moving into my lead side and therefore moving the low point in front. So I'm going to try to take the tape off the mat. Okay, perfect. I can see nice and easy that I move the low point in front of the golf ball, hit the ball on the downswing, and then caught the tape afterwards. If we use the same tape again, I'm too much on my trail side, I'm then going to lead to a low point before the golf ball, and that is where you get the fats and the thins. So because the low point has gone before, I'm either going to catch the ground first, or if I've missed the ground, then I'm going to start working on the upswing. This is very common if you're trying to help the golf ball up in the air. You're trying to feel like you're scooping or adding loft to the golf club as you're going through strike. You need to feel with irons, and drive is a slightly different impact position. I'll do another video for that. But you want to feel like you're working forwards into your lead side as you're turning towards the target. Definitely a key of trying to get my belt buckle pointing to target side of the golf ball before I actually strike the golf ball. So if I was leaning back, then I should notice that as I strike, that the tape is still there. So I got away with that one, clipped it quite nice off the mat. But if I was in a bit of rough and I needed to feel compression, I'm definitely going to hit a lot of grass before the golf ball and therefore not get it up in the air. The one other thing that you can do as a test is when you hit your golf ball, all your pressures basically end up in your lead side. So if I was doing a practice swing and feeling too much pressure on my trail side, you'll notice that my right heel, my trail heel is not off the floor. I need to feel that as I go through, that you can see the bottom of my golf shoe at the finished position down the line. A real good idea of making sure that you get good impact is feeling that when I finish, I can actually tap my foot and I know that there's no pressure on my trail side. So I know it's more of a follow-through position, but again, if everything's a chain reaction, I'm thinking to myself, I want to be very lead side with my pressure at the end, that will help me to encourage a good impact position. So I can tap my foot, I can literally balance on one leg, all my weight is going through my lead side. So there's two ideas there that you can try next time you go and practice to make sure that you are getting that right impact position, because ultimately, what a dream. Ball, divot, compression, every golfer wants that.